I'm repping this is my boot camp sweatshirt that I've had literally since boot camp, the same one. It still doesn't smell. It's holding up. 6 years. This thing is almost 6 years old. It's crazy. What is up, guys? Happy 2016. I am happy to be bringing you this new series I'm starting called AskJT. Now, I'm the type of person that has to have like a catchy title or name of something when I start something. So this is what I came up with for this Q&A series that I'm going to be doing. And like I said in previous videos, it's going to be maybe like once a week or every 2 weeks or so. I'm going to have one of these Q&A sessions. So let's hop right into this. All right, first question we have here by Ian Kinkhead. He asks, hey man, I've been watching your videos for a while and I was just curious about your lifestyle because it seems amazing. Is all that afforded from what you made in the Navy? So Ian, to answer your question, the lifestyle that I live, really, I live in Southern California, like most of you know, a little north of Los Angeles. And I go to university on the GI Bill. So I basically have a college student kind of lifestyle that I'm living right now. But monetary-wise, I'm able to spend a little more. I'm able to do a little more things because of the stipend that I get from the GI Bill, the BAH that I get, and from working, and from YouTube, and from other jobs here and there. So I do have more money than your regular college student per se, but still I budget, as smart as I can. The lifestyle that I live, I don't really like to go out and do much. I'm more of like a homebody type person, so I don't really spend that much money besides, my girlfriend or my animals or myself. I'll buy, some parts maybe here and there for my motorcycle or some camera equipment. And that's about it. I don't really spend money on that many things. When I was in the Navy, I did save a lot. I invested. I opened up a Roth IRA through Vanguard, and I also saved in my TSP, and I paid off my car. And yeah, so definitely you can live a good, healthy lifestyle and not really stress out much about bills or money if you just budget smartly when you're in and set yourself up good when you get out. All right, question number 2, Joseph Glover asks, what's your rate? All right, so my rate, I was an aviation structural mechanic. I was an E5. I made E5 in just under 3 years. I was in for a total of 4.5 years. I was with the Helicopter Squadron, HSM 77, Helicopter Maritime Strike, Squadron 77. We were stationed in San Diego originally. I did a deployment out of San Diego on the Lincoln. Then my whole squadron got transferred to Japan. Did a deployment out of Japan on CVN 73, which was the George Washington? ? Yes, George Washington. And then after I did that last deployment, I finished my last year up in Atsugi, Japan. And now I'm here. So that just summarized my whole little naval career for you guys. Question number 3, Bookie8114, do you get warm water? All right, so kind of tying into the deployment that I was just talking about, warm water on deployment, sometimes it's mostly reliable, but it can be spotty because if you're on a carrier, for instance, if the nuclear reactors go down, if there's a problem with the reactors, then sometimes they have to secure warm water, and you're stuck taking cold showers for a day or two, sometimes a couple days. Now on a destroyer or a cruiser or a frigate, a smaller ship, if you're on one of those, they also secure warm water sometimes because if they're not, they don't have a nuclear reactor. Whatever system that controls their heat, I know sometimes they have to take cold showers. I hear people complaining about it on the ships. So that's why they teach you how to take Navy showers basically in boot camp. You take those minute showers, turn the water on real quick, set up, turn the water back on, rinse it off, in and out, you're done. 1 minute. No holiday routine, no holiday showers for you when you got the cold water. It's in and out, in and out. All right, Jordan Clift again. I think I saw you in the last Q&A, but you have some good questions, man. So the next question, is it realistic to expect to be able to take college courses while on active duty during your first 2 years in the Navy, or is it more realistic to wait until you've been in for a while or are already out to attempt any college classes? All right, so if I was to go back in again, I would try to take courses, because originally, because I did not take college classes when I was in, because it was too much of a hassle, or it was a pain in the ass, but I was just being lazy. I didn't follow through. I could have taken like a class or two and got at least like 8 units, but I didn't follow through with it because it was when I was in my last year. But anyways, you should try, but that doesn't mean you're going to be able to, because in your first 2 years, usually wherever you're at, whether it's a squadron or a commander, wherever rate you have, wherever you end up, there's gonna be a higher emphasis on for you to get your qualifications and for you to get your warfare pins than for you to go take college classes. So normally, once you get fully qualled, they'll let you take classes. Now, don't get me wrong, some commands and some squadrons will let you take college classes right away if you're not, if they're not a very busy command or a squadron, if you don't have a lot going on, if they're more laid back. Then yeah, I have heard of people being able to take college classes right away when they check in, a couple months into it. So yeah, to sum it up, yeah, definitely go for it. Try to take them as fast as you can. Get ahead of the game. Save up your GI Bill as much as you can when you get out, so you can maybe get your master's or go do more higher education. So yeah. All right, and a fun question to close things up from Lynn and Davis about Spec Ops here. They ask, hey man, great channel. I was wondering what your experience with the Spec Ops sailors was like. So my experience with Spec Ops sailors, it was minimal. I didn't have that much contact with them because I was on a carrier, and the only Spec Ops guys that were on the carriers were the EOD guys, the Explosive Ordnance Disposal. Now, there are divers with them. I believe they have EOD guys are also divers, so maybe you'll be with them. But on carriers, the EOD guys that I saw, literally every day I came across these guys. They were just working out in the hangar bay for at least 2-3 hours every day. They would work out. Like, they would do their CrossFit stuff. They would do like a lot of hang cleans. They did a lot of medicine ball like workouts, and kettlebell stuff. But the EOD guys were freaking jacked. But yeah, they worked out a lot. They did a lot of drills on the flight deck. So they would go to the fantail or spot 9, the very back of the ship, up on the flight deck, and they would do their gun drills. Pa, 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 pa. And also they would drive their little robot guy around. They had a little robot bomb sniffer thing that they would drive around the F-18s and stuff in the hangar bay and on the flight deck for practice. And then the Spec Ops guys also, because I was a squadron guy, HSM 77, like I told you, they would practice with HSC-12, and sometimes I think with our helos, they would practice jumping out of them. It was called HRST, Helicopter Rope Suspension Training. So we would, as a landing signalman enlisted, I got to interact with the Spec Ops guys by, I was in front of our helicopter, and then we would see them. They would fast rope out of it onto the flight deck. It was pretty sick. Yeah, guys, that's going to be wrapping up the Q&A for now. For the first Ask JT Q&A session, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video and got your questions asked. And if you have any more questions, Navy related or not, or personal or anything, let me know in the comments below or any of my social media. So, all right, guys, have a awesome 2016 and have an awesome New Year's Day. And I will see you guys soon. Goodbye.